Eti yebesha nkomo na se e big agenda so Adom TV na yebema the Honorable Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment George Opare Ado Akwaba. Commander yemo Akwaba eba Adom TV so.
Yeah, nuamini abema ne.
Megidi se ohwe.
Yatenkwamu nyame go so ya adwuma.
Nti a youth commander transitioned into a youth minister nti ye ka mabunu se obi ni mabunu omo hawo wa benedie eniyama beboa wo mo a me sure say we are right person nti so na in the wisdom of the president no or this side the brand man so far say na eniyama akọ e wo ministry a
di kan ma minchia wa hwefo mo hwe na yemfa kunya iso enda his excellency president John Dramani Mahama say or share boss or bet ministry a behwe mbebunu nsemo so amencha de Ghana for it to me a share in Sano or Diose ayoyo our ministry so far so good 10 months near your buy in share or see in yet me to agencies a ministry now say board there was agencies ninya yet me constituting in board there was a ministry ninya ministry advisory committee board BBA was say set up as a new ministry in in charge in the last 10 months yet me setting up ama sabe we can only thank God for what He's done so far for us. Like you rightly said, I have been my Wasa youth space for a very long time. I have a very good appreciation of issues, maybe, but in the last 10 months, so to further understand what ecosystem requires, here within space, as a ministry. And then together with our agencies, she be to near my brain, Sabe, Yajidi say Ebeboa, na Emebunu se me okroma etumpo. Ibi na nra mohu ya ye de to Ghana for in anima ye to the state of the youth affairs ye de in church mune findings yenya if research ye de to Ghana for anymore. So the nra me kan no ye fan to Ghana for anymore say ye create panic there be, but they say Ghana for whom what the problem is. And then solutions are your deba. Now, yes, also support because you're inquiring to me, you also be a boy, including all key stakeholders. Now, yet me address the challenges I confront in Mebuno. The entire are very critical. Say, it be too sana muine say, or share in total population as Omaya 38% of the total population. That is more than 1/3. A Mebuno. Or sign far. In Koda and ya warm, you could see 14 years now. Because youth bracket near Ghana offer African Union definition 15 to 35, and at 0 to 14 are children, but 0 to 14 in the be feeding into the youth brackets, and also 30% into can youth and then children no start 0 to 14 years no eboma. 68% of the total population. That is about 70% of your population. Clearly, 2/3 of our country size, in Mebuno, which is more than half of your total population. And so, our policies, anyone Namubia Utubia should reflect it. We were very huge youth bulge. Sabe. Utumi dani in a year. Now to me, Momo and Nema Ebebo Momo 2 year. Ebabe the biggest asset on my world. But when to me so 1 to 2 near a year, now Janet Trasa, it will become a very big national security threat. And so we are at a crossroads as a country. Whether say you be investing more, I won't mebunonimu, and now so say we can only pay lip service to them. President Mama and Peso be pay lip service. Or Peso investing more, I won't mebunonimu. It's in our ministry, and as a ministry, we are taking the lead. Say, you be leading in some conversations, and then mebunu some ebeba the name. You buy 5 main areas, and now a focus on the mebunu. No matter how you look at it, the dikaya sabi mejidi say, and on the year the lawyer be find say the grown norm, and on a year ne fapem, the health and well-being of a mebunu. On my poem with you say the wealth of the health of every nation is the wealth of its. It is almost sabe mebuno no apomuden enye bibia ekokanya, then you have failed them. And so we have done findings into what causes are a bit me affected Salmapo Modeno. Then Ufia Noa Nawaba education and skills training. Because Ufia Pomodino, the next thing you look at is economic empowerment. And before you get to economic empowerment, no, dear Ben, strong skills ben or model barbe just economic empowerment. No. So the second thematic area you focus on is skills and education. Then the third is economic empowerment. So be DA, no be nyesika, I can for bebu be mose a futubia and chance of Fakobobra. And so economic empowerment is critical. Then you are preparing, say, if 70% of Mebunu a population a Mebuna, then you cannot take decisions minus them. Because the chunk of your decisions affects. And so you come and look at how do you prepare them for leadership roles. Sanya Sabe in Penifoni Fimuno, we are responsible leaders are Babeshemu, no much me taking our decisions. No. Then the last is training where you need them to be responsible. Civic responsibility. Yakotwaba, in Bebuna Kotubia, over 70% population a Mebuno. That's all Kwakoye elections. Normally decided someone to be our voter turnout and do 10% in poll. Because they actively participate. Sabe, and ye bibia near this ikaye. Sometimes we hear to watch soon near the volunteerism. And it's a Mebuno and to one chamba, but boy and so many. Yes, we so much hiding high. It will be able to be an obeying. So you need them to also inculcate in them that spirit of volunteerism and civic responsibility. So the last of the five, civic responsibility. And we've done works in all these areas to realign agencies necessary for us to be able to produce results towards this direction.
That's fine. And to share the depth of the knowledge and seminal boss or anyone watches what the Abankra penny 8 years. Why youth commander for 8 years. And throughout Sanya Maya make Bobosu Dibra wa fanning ano Dibra chese or the any encounter with the youth. Now my young share what me identify problems no I should be a extra a beboy me kaiser or buy within this short time no Jumedia who will be now so oko NAPE oko YE oko a national service HSA o touchy bibia to say a hifani jena pe the enra udi tudra efa the state of the youth na hifaso na edi ani echere.
Because we have to realign policies to meet the present challenges. President Mama Daroma, my agencies for 5 technically, but you national scholarship bill now scholarship be no education. Where the 4 agencies now why are responsible for deployment and job creation. You are realigning towards that focus so that be focusing mainly on looking for jobs and creating job opportunities for our young people. National Youth Authority have a broader mandate of training the creative talents and minds of our young people, also reorienting so a lot of the civic responsibility and civic duties National Youth Authority Aduma, and then also training young people apart from what TVET and Ghana Education Service and almost all responsibilities be training mebuno na more skills are Aduma, and then training the creative talents of young people. They are realigning almost towards national apprenticeship program. This time around, and yet they activate 4 years because there is a gap. Akoda Mako school, maybe an GSS, my folly out. The classroom is not a space for me. Bibrina, all kind sign for Seneca, Konakosha classroom on my uncle. Obepese obebi before. But I can't say be a tell any be or hanum, and fit any penny be on Bezam Doko and Alcusia Juma, Dodona Bepesa environments. So we've identified that as a gap. In the National Apprenticeship Program, NABA, National Youth Authority, Iranian. Why some aspect of it, but Dodona Yedama and why is somewhere. So that we take them from the formal sector into a more informal approach so that they can do that training. And then maybe be bring person will be a more monsano eduma. But we need it, we need some soft skills. No, you see any IPA handle edumera. Now, training maybe no inform fancy. Now, more opportunity. Now, more person will be a more eduma. The other challenge is there. Who can register company as a Kojari, Kofastnet Bra, Kofa Webra. Babuna Afina, we squares, Kakra, any in Semono. What the Nefasa honey name or ideas no or what Timano or Beso Yebibi, what the Nefasa situation Obejai, Nabemu Ebebu, Toronto Asso. The NEIP register gap no. So that we want to have a one-stop shop Urema, Ubitmia Bibia, and so that you don't go through orientation, training, you are properly firm, so between me be good foundation. That yet me they were firm. Now we ensure say am di kan if to be and chance Jeff Akobobra. The amount be kakra now so the about say now between the BA adwuma. National service in school to work transition program. And remember the data be to ya. Who say in Shima in Koda a go through national service. Omo kwa ban adwuma mu no dodo na take on be 10 years as no manya adwuma mu wi national service. Omo kwa ban the private sector and so within 3 years maximum no anya adwuma. So realign national service no so that we can bring in more private sector because there's a private sector no omo come space so mutimi nya adwuma. What are they doing different? What kind of training are they giving? You mu be bring be university be tertiary no. Now, soft skills we are a beboy preparing your CV, etiquette, sending a casa, sending a carrier home where you remember ye nibi. You're the national service in Bridges no. So moon training Kodano, or more school no more, even a week, 2 weeks, more training no moon gaining soft skills no. Na emboa, no more far and yet so we are doing things in a way a beboa. Then you come to scholarships. Over the years, 7 years teacher scholarships says in year Tontomanto Sudremo. Meanwhile, the rationale behind scholarships is brilliant but needy. MP will bet me a chair fees, no accord scholarship. Minister will bet me a chair fees, no accord scholarship. Yes, you better realign the sign money now you're making sure say people who are in need are Ghana. And then we also have to tailor our scholarship needs to areas crony here. And now can say our economy over the years, our education system over the years, training a lot of job seekers for jobs that are not available. So we are not growing jobs in the economy. Share and baby a human do now on TVET and STEM. But a lot of the education is not in those areas. We're in grammar education. So we need to. So we need to realign and rather invest more because if 70% of the total population are almost through tertiary, going to that kind of education, humanities, no, space in Nimu, and only 30% are finding space in TVET and STEM. We need to reorient it. For agriculture, for instance, that space, agric ecosystem, no, bet me a nipa be brain eduma. But we see uko school, no, oya boni ani ama second kodo. Into akoda ni in his mind, agric a punishment. So he doesn't see agric to be attractive. Quite mention near Babe for modernizing. Now, yes, narrative, no. Now, your agric attractive, because there is an area that can employ thousands and millions of young people. But they must find the passion, and we must inculcate that passion in them. Then the other issue is on TVET and vocational education. You know, yes, we enter any local technical school. It is a wrong notion. Countries like Germany, a TVET and a transform your economy. Japan, TVET and a transform your economy. Why and it's and after they are she settle in a family. One shank our bank and Namdamrama, my boy. In Pabua say, I say Adom Kobla, no I am, Meboa. Who sorry on a power dryer or pipe, I'll be a plumber. These are jobs that we need every day. Nkonya etisu is a carpenter for nebo boy. Dan yet me mason for the sea. You be jai dancy. You be jai carpenter jumaye. Or cast a infita now deco. Atadia ubeja atadia. So you need the skills. What try to come out you are what you say come baba ni you. You need the skills. How do we formalize the skills to become part of us? Now you mebunu these are alternative jobs, sir, with a lot of dignity and pride. And how we change the mindset about it. And that is what we are doing as a ministry.
Okay, mindset as me Andra Newma the top one thing, the amount for yem she woman, mebuna, anxiety, ni depression, through gambling. Edomo ekwohwie baby basa na ada Newma oboboso ehwo asem na edin mo sa research no kwa be na mfa so ye monyen de na mo de
Professor Edwin Yosen, he's the current provost of the University of Ghana Medical School. One the ladies are researching my engage, so his sample size is there. The data is available between us share data. Yanko focus on gambling. With the kind of that we focus on the health and well-being of Mmebuno. In Nema idiomunya, na ejidi say a better affect you, and you see WHO definition for illness and our good health. It is not the absence of sickness, but we be a kumubi a bit me a boa masabe when you are modern. You say Indrobone, Mmebuno, teenage pregnancy, Mmebuno, HIV/AIDS, Mmebuno. To the extent pose is the testing crabs road accidents, Mmebuno, and the reason why Mmebuno be bring the tree okada. Mmebuno be bring. Omo no mo doors into no nam kan so be bring. Omo no mo twi uba into no accidents in the manner. How do we preserve their lives? Because ulusu bebuno ba kwa country dey na hwere the assets, because this is the assets. As for saying gold, the human resource no, is bigger than gold, oil, and everything. And so we did a broader. They realized that one of the things are air depression, anxiety. Then air causing depression and anxiety, unemployment, societal pressure, social media. No, we are composing picture. Me nam Dubai. We say, hey, my classmates, we call holidays, peer pressure. Say, hey. Days ago, we training. We in so and near man, I can't even be him the best statue of my mom. Under NEIP, a training 10,000 through entrepreneurship. I did say, Omuria, baby and Juma, have a support of my baby, no so much me afa in Crawford. So we'll be able to do this assessment maybe next year to see because it's 8 months, 9 months. You cannot measure a policy's implementation in 8 or you can look at the indicators. But you only get to see the real results when the time elapses. But on the 2nd of December, the M&E tracker be eba from the ministry. All youth agencies will be on. All government agencies are providing baby. For instance, communications, 21 million coders. All that data will be available. Everybody who will be our go through training, be our Ghana card, will be out there so that we are able to track and follow. Who train 10,000 and saying, it's because start your mom. So will it be okay to just say, I'm training 10,000 a year? What is next? What is next? The tracker will tell you what is next. And we are putting it out there, and remember Agra about someone more supporting and you create our tracker. So that, and it's not just a tracker, it's an AI M&E tracker. It can help you. It's like a search engine where you be now to share Juma around the world. Baby, Juma will be based on your skills. We're also inculcating some training on the app. No, now we are trying to get other international certified organizations to come in so that they can do almost certification exams. There are some exams you can take online. We want to bring all of them, infuse it into the tracker so that we create many more opportunities for our young people. We will fix the problem. It will take time. By the 4 years now, the President Mama Abeduno. Now, sister, now President Mama, sister, the face of youth development.
Yeah, but I was say, Honorable George Opare Ado, Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment. Denya, Jumani Gusu Ekoso and the Omo Ebesabo Pian, Nenkomo BSF Atabia, we a big agenda. Your friend and I say, for Yedimusi.